Hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show, and Happy New Year's to all of you. I think probably a couple of viewers simply will be still on from the German show. I have the sound off, that's good. Anyway, let's get rolling. Some Blitz in the new year. And who's challenging me? Schnitzel. Schnitzel. Let's go Schnitzel. Schnitzel is one of those words that I think many English native speakers will recognize what that means. Okay, the Queen's Indian. The Queen's Indian with Queen to A4. Yeah, that's a very solid line for white. Aha, Bishop G2. Really? Yeah, I probably have to go back anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can go to, can transpose to some Hedgehog. Yeah, there are some German words in English that I mean that are quite well known. I remember I've only been to the United States once in 1999, almost 20 years ago. That's a long time, really. Anyway, but I still remember that was really funny when I was arriving at the airport. It was in New Jersey, actually, in Newark. So there was a transfer to Manhattan. The hotel was in Manhattan, and it was funny. Then I met the cab driver, and then he asked, "Where do you come from?" And I'm from Germany, and he said, "Autobahn." That was really funny. He knew the Autobahn. Yeah, it's the Autobahn is something that is really in outside of the US. It's something that is really very typical German, I think. Something that I think the cab driver was actually from the US. I mean, he wasn't like obviously, let's say, from I know, from India or something. I think he was just like a regular American. I don't know how to say that correctly. Like it was not obviously from a different part of the world. Okay, so what about this position? Yeah, I'm building up, or I'm building this Hedgehog position, and it's quite solid. Obviously, white has very little that he can do here. I'm quite happy with this. He doesn't have any particular play against the pawns, and his whole formation is a little bit odd. If I play h6, I can probably get the bishop pair, as the bishop has no good square there, like on f4 or e3. We'll see. He's taking a very long time, which is a bit surprising. I mean, I understand that he doesn't have any great idea, but simply because there isn't any, but playing a bit quicker would make sense. Yeah, here I got knight e4. That should win material. Knight e4, bishop e7, knight d2. Wins material, I think. Yeah, about the Autobahn, there's a funny video on. I know it from YouTube. It's not originally from YouTube, but this is featuring Tom Hanks, and he's on some US talk show. I'm not sure what it was, but he's talking about his experience on the German Autobahn. It's quite funny to listen to. It's recommended. Anyway, am I not winning even more material here, right? The e7 bishop is attacked. Yeah, knight c5. Yeah. Okay. So how do we play this here? b6 is hanging, e7 is hanging. I mean, probably, what is the best way to play this? I would like to win even more material if possible. There's also b5. Yeah, whatever, I go b5. Yeah, I think sometimes it's probably difficult, yeah, if you are a foreigner and you come to Germany and you drive on parts of the Autobahn that have no speed limit. I think that is probably an issue. I mean, a former chess student of mine, he came to Germany for 2 or 3 weeks, I think, due to his job, and he posted a photo on Facebook, and it was of his rental car, and he rented. Oh my goodness, did I screw it up? It's not too terrible, but also not great. Shoot. Knight c6. Yeah, maybe knight c6. Yeah, he rented some BMW 5 Series or something, the typical 250 horsepower vehicle. And and I mean, he told me that he never drove anything like that speed. Yeah, it's probably a bit problematic. Yeah, I mean, if you're not used to it. Yeah, thanks for the game, Schnitzel. Okay, now Zacho is the next opponent. Let's get going with e6. Yeah, I won with the Queen's Indian the game before. My knowledge of the Queen's Indian is not great though. I mean, I got this. Ugh. Got this book, yeah, just a couple of days ago in the mail, but didn't really study it in any detail. And while picking up the book, I actually almost wrecked this flower pot. Okay, anyway, he's playing knight to c3. Maybe I can damage his pawn structure a little bit there. I think white is even able here to castle with a decent position and give up the pawn. Yeah, this is not so easy to play. Knight e1 or something, I believe, is what they do. Knight d2. Yeah, why not? Why not? How do you play this position? He's got e4 coming up. Not sure that I played this correctly, honestly. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. No, Alpha Zero certainly did not refute the Queen's Indian. That is, I don't believe it. I'm actually, I mean, I would take enormous bets. I mean, it's kind of theoretical because it will never be proven in our lifetime. But I would take bets that basically any opening that is not complete rubbish is a draw. I'm almost certain of that. Like anything that is considered mainstream is probably a draw. Just on a theoretical level. I mean, it's not a useful piece of information for humans playing chess, but just like the mathematical evaluation is probably a draw. Okay, here is the Danish Gambit a draw. That could be a problem. I don't think that this is probably not a draw, but could still be. It's not totally ridiculous. Okay, here I'm trying to, if possible, win that pawn on c4. That could actually work, or how does he cover it? I don't see how. Huh, now I'm winning it. Maybe, I wanted to say c5, trying to open this up, but the issue is that even after c5, if he takes on b6, for example, I had the fantastic square on c4. That is probably a decent idea. The question is, what is the question? I think that's actually a song by the German band Scooter. Anyway, so let's take this one. And now yeah, he will get to the 7th is the thing, and that is quite active. Rook e1, I want to play rook f5, tempo. I goes there. Okay, yeah, that's also quite logical. Yeah. Defense. Yeah, but I think I'm defending actually. Okay, now rook f8 I think should keep the material. And now rook e8 next. Okay, yeah, that is a good move. d6. Yep, it works. Yeah, this is a case where the bishop is really not doing anything. This is sometimes the issue with bishops. I mean, if you know me or my channel or whatever, you know that I'm more of a bishop person than a knight person. Yeah? Really think that bishops are usually the stronger piece, but you sometimes have cases where bishops are entirely useless, and this is one of them. The white bishop will never really get anywhere here, probably. And now he gets it to d4. Should I have stopped this somehow, or I'm not sure if that was possible. Let's get the knight closer to the action. Maybe I should have played h6 actually. That could have been an idea. Anyway, knight to e5 is good. The knight is strong on that square. Okay. Where are you going with this? Rook to d5. Let's just stop this. Oh. That's very stupid. I forgot about that one. I really forgot it. I mean, and this is a typical thing to say, yeah? Instead of like I blundered into that, I forgot that this move is possible. That's really the case. It's probably not such a big deal, actually. I have this little thing. Yeah, I usually do. I have to win the game though. Yeah, he's got this bloody counter attack. Ah, shoot. It's made though. It took me a long time to see that one. The question by the drunken lawyer was if I still listen to classical music when I'm working on my projects. Yeah, if I'm writing, I often do. Yeah, it's I want to yeah, shut the outside world off. Yeah, and wear headphones. And if I'm writing, I need instrumental music simply, and I'm usually going with classical. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I mean, I know a couple of things, but I cannot really tell you what exactly I'm listening to. I'm usually going for classic music radio. No, I'm not good at puzzle rush. I'm not really good at that. Okay, we got no, not 12-tone music, please not. I know that one. It's not my cup of tea. I have not looked at this for ages. Yeah, this is a sideline in the Rui that white players sometimes go for to yeah, vary the play a little bit. It's not too bad, but also not terribly promising. I think that this bishop g5 and taking on f6, that looks a little bit, unambitious, let's say. That is essentially a Sicilian now. If you look at the pawn structure, it looks a little bit like a Nido of Sicilian, for example, where things went quite well for black. Oh, now things are going really well for me. he gives me the whole pawn structure. Okay, back here. Yeah, I always wonder in the United States, to complete that subject of Autobahn and such, I always wonder why they have or why they actually need performance cars in the US. Like, I mean, you cannot drive to any reasonable speed anyway. I recently learned that you can buy the Golf GTI in the US, and they even have one of the levels that you can buy, one of the equipment levels is the Autobahn edition. It's quite funny. And I always wonder, why would they ever buy this car? I mean, with the speed limit, I mean, it's kind of useless. Okay, now let's grab another pawn on c3. I can take another pawn on b3 now. But I might as well just cover d6. Yeah, how do we do this? What is a good way to play here? Pushing with a5 is probably not bad. I'll just put the queen onto b6 and then push the pawns. That looks like a decent plan. No need to rush anything. Ace got 95, but I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, even in Germany, with theoretically no speed limit, we have speed limits all the time. So even in Germany, it makes actually not real sense to have those high performance cars anyway. Anyway, so here I'm lots of material up, and I shouldn't get mated. That's the main thing. Then I win on time, and I do. Yeah, thanks for the game, Capora Lorty. Who else? Let's go for this, because I think it's a cool game, and I know I usually don't play people twice, but I got a challenge here by Pawn Holder. I played him in the German show and won the game, and it's I think a good opportunity. $80 miles per hour is pretty standard highway speed. Well, what is 80 miles? 130 or something? That's not too bad, yeah? Ooh, what the heck? You can't be serious. You didn't expect me to go d5, or? Okay, so how do I play this? Probably just taking and c5 makes sense. I will put more pressure on d4. Looks like a good solution. Okay, well, here I could take on d4. If I play bishop g4, he probably takes on c6, plays knight to e5. Yeah. Okay, maybe do this. Ah, wait, on e5 he has bishop c5. That would be quite silly to allow. Okay, I wanted to go e5. I just wonder if that is the right solution. Yeah, it probably is. He will get... No, I didn't expect that move. He's getting some play there on the dark squares, yeah. Interesting play. Huh. Let's go with e4. Yeah, I'm ready to return a pawn now. Not sure if that is the best solution. I think it's reasonable. I should get quite decent play there. I actually intended bishop f5, not recognizing that this would give him b7, and I don't think I want that. It's a bit of a bummer, because that was really the idea. That's silly. That's very silly. I did not intend to play like this. It was just a misconception. I didn't need to give him 2 pawns, but I thought I had bishop f5 and everything was coming with a tempo, and of course it's not the case. I still still have quite decent play there, of course, but it was not intended like that. Yeah, that was extremely stupid. I mean, he just gifted me a pawn for absolutely nothing, and then you return 2. Could have taken on c4, by the way. It would have been an idea. Just get the pawn back. I still have some compensation. It's not like it's totally terrible or so, but it's just not what I should have had. If you look at how bad his opening play was. Okay, so check on e1. He goes rook f1. Yeah. I can do many things here. Threatening rook d1. Okay. He wants to go queen to f6, I guess, yeah. Took me too long to spot this simple idea. Yeah, it was quite silly. That's a really silly game. And I've got 30 seconds on top of it. This is the real, it's really quite absurd. It's still not too bad, but the time is a problem. Attacking the rook on f1, that can sometimes be overlooked. Position is totally okay. Not even worse here, I think. Okay. I've got 8 seconds. It absolutely is. It is unimportant what the position is like. It was really tough to lose that game, but I managed. Oh, still 1 second. Yeah, I'm probably winning by now. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, thanks for the game, Pawn Holder. It's a bit frustrating. I mean, I gave him 2 pawns back, and instead of just winning with the extra pawn. That was very silly. Okay, so who else is challenging? Anybody I haven't played before? Blindfish. Okay. Now I get it. Okay, so that was not a good idea. Playing into the open Sicilian Najdorf against a competent player. I mean, I'm not really an expert on the open Sicilian, but I didn't pay so much attention who my opponent was, honestly. Yeah, here, I mean, it looks quite reasonable with the control over the d5 square. Don't know what he's doing there. Okay, yeah, I wonder. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a bad decision. Oh, he takes with the bishop. I did not expect that at all. Okay. I thought knight takes to have more pressure on the center. It's a funny question here by Hernandez. Why would that be possible? We look entirely different, plus I'm 24 years older. Okay, yeah, interesting motif after knight c5 is possible. There is this famous game where Kasparov played Shirov, rook b4 and then taking on b7. That was a really outstanding concept, but I don't think this is a case where this would make much sense. So I'm just going back to a1. Okay, now do we go b4 here or not? Oops. What do you want here? Windows. Ugh. Now yeah, I think the exchange sacrifice there was just not working at all. I mean, I'm not against giving up an exchange, but I don't think it worked, simply not at all. So I'm trying to get the bishop to b3. Yeah, he has f5 on the cards, but I have discoveries on the knight. I don't know though if I have a good discovery. Might not be the case. Okay, Fint Blish. I'm my usual simplistic self. I try to just win the a pawn and I will take it. I simply refuse to believe that this can be enough for black with my good central control. Don't really see much counterplay there for black. One problem is that this bishop on g5 is not really participating in any counterplay here. No, let's see what he does. Maybe bishop c6. I don't think that helps very much, but still a possibility. Black is not playing at all. I mean, now he takes on e4. I did not expect that at all. Is there a trick? Ah, if I take with the knight, maybe bishop d5, queen d5, knight c7 is the point. Ah, cool. Queen c6. That's kind of possible. But okay, I mean, what else is there? I know it is that. Why does that work? Okay, interesting. Okay, and he wants to take on f4. Okay, he took a very long time, but that is that's a very reasonable idea. Yeah, don't really have great squares there for the queen. Okay. That was my idea. Go for the active play. Now I have rook a8 as a possibility, and I mean, he always has to watch out for queen g8. It's not so easy to play. I just felt giving back the pawn and keeping the initiative is more important. Wow, really? That you can do. That's remarkable if it works. Okay. It's not really all that cold in Germany, I think. So where is the mate? I don't see a mate. It's frustrating. This one? Where's the mate? Queen, this is the mate. He resigned, right? Yeah, Queen A6 mate next. Okay. Okie dokie. Thanks for the game, Findblish. Okay, is there anybody on there who is new? Podkoski is new. Why not? 2809. I didn't have a shelling challenge, right? It's not on. Maybe later. So Podkoski. Podkoski is not playing. Got a rather mysterious picture in there. Is this the Chess24 sweater? It's a color, right? It's a bit of the blue color scheme. No, I'm not contractually obliged to wear it. Awake. Pirinos Floga. It's also a new opponent, but he's... Is that Zwiller? Yeah, I guess so. Schelling's Chess Challenge. It's kind of a tongue twister, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see what this is not a. That is not a premium. I was kind of blind. So let's play Awake. Another quadruple fianchetto. That's actually a very solid line for black. And the black player is really quick in putting all this on the board. Now he's trying to find if there's some kind of trickery here on the long diagonal. There is none. I had it on the board before. Knight e4 now is a funny one when I can take on g7. And knight d5 is probably not netting that much. Yeah, Yasser Sarawan has some peculiar pronunciations. I mean, I'm not claiming to be the king of pronunciation, but he's got some things I think that are definitely wrong. Okay, anyway, what's going on here? He's got knight e4 coming, right? Really? Are there King's Crusher t-shirts? I didn't know that. That's funny. I was actually thinking about getting ChessExplained sweatshirts. I mean, just for myself. not for people to buy. Don't really think there would be a market for that, but I was thinking really if I should wear my own shirts for my games, just like a living advertisement platform, so to say. Come on, take the queen. Nakamura has an online store. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, he really has he has fans, obviously. Okay, I'm trying to now is that really a stable knight? It doesn't look very stable to me. He believes it is stable. What does he want to do then? If I play the knight here, he plays e5? Or... Yeah. No, I haven't done much on Twitch. I think my main problem is like with the Twitch streams, it's tough for me to carve out some longer time periods where I could play on Twitch, and I rather want to do want to record some Blitz games or so when it actually fits my schedule. And currently that is not really a focus. I'm more thinking about what I could do with the YouTube channel, doing something more with it, something something else than just some Blitz chess, let's say. But I haven't come to a clear conclusion there. It's something to think about a little bit later. I mean, as I have announced only a short while ago, I'm working on a new opening project, the Keep It Simple 1d4 project, and this is a complete priority. Now, what is Black's next move? I really like to know there. I'm threatening knight takes d6, knight takes f6, all kinds of stuff. And here, what is winning here? There should be a win. There's too much wrong with Black's position. Knight f4 is also a possible thing. Knight f4 just wins the pawn there on h5. But I can also play bishop takes e5. That would also win a bit of material. At least it's actually completely killing. Let's do it. Yeah, Keep It Simple d4 is going to happen. I'm writing it currently. To be released later this year, definitely in 2019. He's just overloaded here. I think he has to take with a pawn. Other moves even lose more material. And here knight takes e7 is killing. Winning 2 pawns, and the knight on f5 is just such a monster. It's a d4 repertoire for white. Yeah, thanks for the game. Awake. Yeah, it was a very nice position once I had established control. I think it was extremely important. He should have somehow he shouldn't have played h5. Simply it weakens too much. Okay, so who is Schachfreunde Schweigern? That's a really long name. Let's do it. The e5 repertoire, no, that's not going to be a print book. Oh, he's actually a good player. Knight c6 is a bit frivolous. Okay, so we transpose. Any keep it simples planned for black? Yeah, that might happen, but I don't plan after the d4 book is completed. I'm going to yeah, consider options. Bishop c4, just like that. Okay. Maybe he can take and play e5. That's a very odd move. You know, it's just like a bit strange to have all those unprotected units there. Yeah, c4, g5, e4. Looks a bit weird. In g5, I might bishop h4. I might just go g5 and grab e4. But he has to do it. I mean, otherwise this move makes absolutely no sense. I mean, you cannot simply take on f6. It's just good for black. Wait one moment there. Yeah, but just take is good. Okay, so he gives me the bishop pair for zilch. That's nice. Yeah, the bishop on c5 is a really nice piece. Now, I don't want to trade so quickly. I mean, it's not terrible to trade, it's a good ending, but keep it a little bit more complicated instead of keeping it simple. It can be an option as well. So yeah, there are many options for potential projects. There could be other keep it simples, but yeah, I could also write make it complicated. That would be also a nice change. Like make it complicated, the King's Indian for black or something. That could be interesting. Okay, now f5. Hooray! I want to open up the position for my bishop pair. Shouldn't be bad. A funny thing is that if he takes f5, I go d5 and the bishop is lost. Yeah, I expected that. It gives him some tempi, but I still don't believe it is enough. Maybe knight d4. Well, I've got a bad bishop on c8. Okay, maybe knight e4 is the idea. Okay, I don't mind. Let's push this. I mean, he's got knight e4. It looks kind of illogical to allow that, but I want this bishop active, and as long as the pawn is on f5, I'm not going to be able to place it in some active way, and this way it should be possible. Yeah, I got some ideas, but I'm just like do one project, complete it, then think about the next one. Maybe I could have traded queens there. Yeah? That wouldn't have been half bad. Maybe I should have just traded queens. Yeah. Going to e4. Yeah, I mean that cannot be bad. I'm a pawn up. And I got a really, really good bishop pair. That looks quite nice. Okay. He's got this knight e5 idea, but it is actually quite difficult to play because of the weak back rank. He's got this really weak back rank, and I should absolutely stop using really all that much. I think that's not very profound English. It's the same as using very all of the time. It's also not the best way to do it. So what exactly is the best way to convert this? Like checking here, it's not so convincing, honestly. Maybe bishop to f2 is a good idea. Play for mate. And now bishop f2, yeah? Threatening rook d1. It's still a huge problem here with the back rank. Like bishop f1, rook d1, there is no move for him. Yeah, using like too much is also not great. Yeah, okay. So who else is on? Meyer check. That's a new opponent. Let's go. California English. Yeah, you know, that's like the worst, you know, like position like ever. Like, yeah, something like that. What is Meyer check up to? Yeah, I'm really happy with this. With this position. You get that quite frequently if you play this double fianchetto with white, and especially after e5, many positions are very comfortable. Let's see what Meyer check. Is he from the Czech Republic? Czech Republic. Yeah, maybe I'm actually completely mispronouncing the name. What happens after rook e8 again? Oh my god, it's so long that I checked this. I mean, e5, I think he cannot even play e5, yeah, because I can just take it. D takes, D takes. But I'm not certain that rook e1 is so useful. No. Miktal has a question. Have I ever played e4, knight a3, h4? That's really odd. Don't tell me this strange opening has a name. Probably everything has a name nowadays. Yeah, if he goes e5, I think d takes, knight takes is a possibility. And he goes for it. What is my mistake there? Can I not just take? I think I can just take. Should work due to the pin on the d file. Hooray! All that effort for just a single pawn. Yeah, I think Sarah once said, if you're a professional chess player, you spend half of your day, half of your time counting pawns. It's probably not totally wrong. Okay, I'd like to go rook d1. Yeah. Not so happy with this move. Looks a bit passive. Maybe knight g4, yeah? Maybe he had knight g4 here. Yeah, well, I think this is okay, yeah? Trading more material. And now you just got a pawn for nothing in the end game. I'm not sure, maybe he had something there. I wasn't entirely happy with what I did there technically. Now everything is fine. He has nothing really that he can attack. Like this knight, it attacks absolutely nothing. And I can quite easily improve on my position. Yeah, activate the knight. You should just like simply make small improvements to your position. That's one of those don't rush cases. Don't rush, don't hurry. Both terms. Would fit there. I actually made a mistake. I wanted to play b4, but I did not see that a2 is hanging. Okay, it's not a big problem, but it was still not what I wanted. He should probably play c5 now, kicking me back. Yeah. Yeah, it was not ideal, really. I would have played it differently if I would have foreseen this particular development. Ah, okay, you mean the e4, knight, a3, h4. Okay, that's true against the Sicilian. I think that is actually not so terrible. e4, c5, knight, a3. Donchenko played 2g6, which is I mean, okay, it cannot be a totally bad move, but it's kind of, I don't quite know why you would play it against Report, where you know that h4 is going to happen, basically. Okay, so I'm happy with a knight trade. It's in a knight ending, the extra pawn is is usually very meaningful compared to some other endgame types. I'm winning another pawn. Knight g4 is a double attack. Knight takes f6 also was a pretty good option there for the fork. Too many pawns. Yeah, thanks for the game, Maya Check or Mire Check, I don't know. Peter Koller 5855. Peter Koller, probably not, yeah. It's a new opponent. I keep getting opponents that I've never played before, so I'm happy to take these challenges. Can we let's do this? Come on, let's play one King's Gambit. This is the kind of thing that if I have to play this, I'm always scared. Okay. That is probably not so bad for white, right? At least I cannot recall seeing that line. But even that looks okay for black. The King's Gambit is such a weird opening. It's not, I really never understand it. Even here I think black is very okay. I mean, what is f4? He's got bishop c5 check, everything with tempo. That's also a good move. Yeah. If I play the King's Gambit, that's going to be a real disaster. Oh, knight h5 maybe. Doesn't go for it. I will really feel. I really feel that would have been a problem. Maybe king h2. Pooh, kind of shaky. But even here, like knight b4 is probably quite okay. No, I'm okay for sure. Oh, wants to even trade queens. Okay, well, my development is not too great, so it's not totally ridiculous, let's say. Yeah, I still have issues. Now the c1 bishop does not have any good squares, but okay, now to f4, yeah, can go to f4. But if he just goes rook d8 and like claim that every piece is active, it's still a game. Yeah. good move. I didn't even see that move. It's kind of embarrassing, really, if you don't see this move. No, I have to develop. Yeah, you can just take b2 there. So his back rank, yeah, is weak, definitely. But can I do something with this point? c4, c5, maybe push him back. Yeah, that could be working. Why not rook e1? I don't know. Maybe I had something better. I'm not not saying it's possible. Okay, but this is not too bad. The knight does not have fantastic squares. Rook d7, probably. I have to watch out a little bit myself that I'm not running into some rook b1, and I don't know. Currently I'm safe, but still something to yeah, keep an eye on. Still don't see a good move for black here. Knight e7, I can just take b7. No, Bielefeld does exist, yeah. I played chess in Bielefeld already, and I'm pretty certain it was there, and not some other place. Okay, what's going on here? I would like to checkmate black. It's not a very sensational concept, but how to do it? Bishop e5 is not working. You can check me first. Let's do this. Not certain. Oh, now I see that knight e7 actually works. That's a bit of an issue. Shoot. I wanted to go bishop d6, but he can simply take it on f5. Ah, damn it. That's very stupid. Ah, this, oops. I have to be cautious there. Gütersloh also exists. I also play chess there. I'm pretty good, like in my area here in North Rhine-Westphalia. I've been basically everywhere for chess, and I can confirm the existence of many places. I played a Blitz event in Gütersloh. Bishop e7, bishop d6. I hear bishop e5. That's a bit of a self-pin. I don't think this can be a good idea, really. Yeah, I think he only has the trade now, and that should be a fairly simple win. I actually have bishop e4, I'm sorry. It's much easier. I threatened bishop e4 here, not just taking c6. So knight d4, I have bishop e4, winning the whole rook. Yeah, it's probably going to resign. Actually, it was tough. I mean, I have no clue about the king's gambit, and the way it was a real problem. Had a pretty awful position. Yeah, and Peter resigns. Yeah, thanks for the game. Okay, so who else is challenging me? Nacho SPT is challenging me. And let's go e4. I mean, I don't know, with Bielefeld, I've been there in 1994, I think, so a very long time ago, so maybe it since then has dropped off the map. I mean, that is possible. Chess Strategy for Club Players by Hermann Groten. That's a really good book. I like it. Bye bye, Golodion. Yeah, the show is just 10 minutes left, so if you have to now leave, not going to miss much, I guess. Okay, so yeah, here I like the setup with knight e2 and then c3. I'm just taking a bit of time there with king h1. Black doesn't really threaten all that much, so you have a bit of time. I had exactly this position in a classical time control game once in the Belgium league, and that was very comfortable. c3, knight g3, stuff like that. Yeah, black here just has a bit of a problem with space. Yeah, you don't really know how to resolve this. Taking, yeah, this is kind of, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't help. Yeah, King's Crusher is over 240 different shirts on his Teespring store. That sounds really a little bit odd. This is tomorrow, right? Manchester City, Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of any of the teams, but given Liverpool's coach or manager is the correct term, I think, I'm supporting Liverpool in that one. Yeah, knight on f5. Wow, he's going c5. That is a tough one to believe, really. Okay, let's open up the F file first and then see what happens. Queen G3 maybe. And now I can go knight H6, right? Anything better? I mean, that is good enough, but well, chess technically is not my hobby, as the Steam Failer asks. It's really my job, but let's have to figure this out. I cannot wait. I can do this. Threatening knight G F7 checkmate. It's actually quite difficult now to answer. Besides chess, I really don't have a hobby that is taking up time or anything really, which is sometimes a bit of an issue, because like when I was still working like in the office, before I made chess my profession, let's say, whenever I wasn't in the office, I was just just playing chess, studying chess, and this is just a little bit just a different situation there, and yeah, I don't really do anything else though. I don't really think it's a huge deal, but maybe I'll find something one day. I mean, I like to play the odd computer game or read or things like that, but I don't have anything remotely comparable that to chess before becoming a chess professional. How on earth is he covering e4 there? Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. Easy Rider just joined the chat. So how does he cover that? I don't see. Yeah, that is made, unfortunately. The good old back rank mate. Yeah, thanks for the game, Nacho SPT. Okay. So how much time is left? Like some 3-minute game would work, right? Is there any 3-minute challenge? Not really. I'm going to take the first 3-minute challenge that's coming in, so that works perfectly well. Now, I'm not a veteran of the Elder Scrolls series. I only played actually Oblivion and Skyrim. I mean, very extensively, but cinematic. Let's go cinematic or cinematic. I'm actually playing Skyrim at the moment, a little bit. It's still fun after all these years. I was absolutely amazed that after, I don't know, maybe 1,000 hours or something, I got a quest that I never had before, like a really huge quest. I was like, what's going on there? Like, is that a new quest? I was absolutely stunned. Okay, we had the good old back rank made before. Now we have the good old bishop f7 trick. They have Skyrim on Nintendo Switch now. What is Nintendo Switch? Is that some portable thing? I really don't know it. It is probably something. Isn't that it's portable, but you can also plug it into a TV, right? For large screens. Yeah, now there's queen e6 mate and queen c4. It's not all that easy now for black to cover that. Okay, queen d5. That's not no mate now. No mate. Okay. Sometimes it's good to just wait one move, and now it's mate. Mate next. One more bullet game after this one. Anybody out for bullet game challenge? Just challenge me to bullet. Yeah, I usually work more than 40 hours a week for chess, but not much more. It really much depends on what is on. Yeah, if there are any projects close to release, things like that. This is really a huge difference. Like currently I'm below that. I'm taking a bit of a winter break, let's say, but I oftentimes clearly am above 40 hours. Okay, I'm playing Jules Purs here, and he has given me some material. That's nice. What kind of a petition? Don't understand. A chat question I didn't understand, or a remark. He gave me too much material. It's tough to play a bullet game like on the live stream. I do understand. Okay guys, that was the English show, the Banter Blitz show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was the first one for this year, first of many to come. I hope you'll be on with me again next week. Would be nice. It should be the same time, same day, Wednesday at 9 for the English show. Thanks a lot for watching, and again, Happy New Year to all of you. Bye bye.